Hello everyone, and welcome back to Unicorn Overlord. In the last episode, we got Scarlet back. However, we failed to prevent Galerius from doing whatever it was he was trying to do. He came back stronger, and in the process, we learned that the Ring of the Unicorn is sealed. And in order to do that, we need to go to Elheim, which is this country right here. We also learned after the battle that Renal left after we beat him. So he's going to be around places. I do need to take care of that. I believe this section right here has a recruit for us, but I'm going to wait a little bit. And also, if we head here, we can get Virginia, Elaine's cousin, and one of my favorite characters in this game. She is absolutely fantastic. But first things first, we're going to recruit the character that would end up becoming my wife in my private playthrough. And to do that, we need to go past this forest here. Before us lies the Winding Wood, a vast, twisting forest through which only elves are able to navigate. He says that, however. Fortunately, Lady Yana has agreed to lend us her wisdom, in traversing it. As the elder witch of this swamp, the elves trust me like they do few others. If it's passage to Elheim you're after, I'd be glad to show the way. And with that, we now have access to Elheim. Rosalinda! Sorry, met Yana. Yes, Rosalinda is, since this is Elheim, she's an elf. In particular, she's a dark elf. I love elves. Elven supremacy. Sadly, I put Rosalinda as my wife in my private playthrough, therefore I'm not going to take her as a wife in this one. Eltalinde. I kind of like Rosalinda's bond conversations with Elaine. So I'm going to spoil it for you here and now. Rosalinda's a bit of a tease when it comes to Elaine. Even when they're getting married. And I absolutely love it. Alcina. Sorry, I meant Alcina. Alcina was a sorceress of great renown and my esteemed master in the art of spellcraft. Yana may be old and is young looking, but Alcina is older than her and is still alive and kicking, possibly due to the same magic that Yana used.
ジェラール陛下に仕えていた方よ。
And advisor to Elaine's grandfather.
コルニアの重臣だったということは、彼女も操られているのかもしれないな。
It's not really that simple. Yes, the ring can purify those who are corrupted. However, what happens if the person you're trying to purify helped the enemy of their free will?
あなたたちの願いを叶えるには巫女が必要で、私は戦力が欲しい。共に戦うのはどうかしら。目的は一緒のはずよ。ロサリンデ様が我らと一緒に。
ガレリウスを倒し、フェブリス全土を解放するのが我々の目標だ。あなたの協力は願ってもない。部隊の皆にも紹介しよう。
全土の解放だなんて随分と大きな目標ね。よろしく、アレイン。
I love her. Alright. It's probably not going to, but Rosalinda is a class called an augur. It'll teach us about that when she actually joins us, because she is going to join us as soon as this cutscene ends. We've made it through the winding wood unscathed, my prince. Let's press onward. As I mentioned in the forest, I mean to fight as part of your army. So please, lend me your aid in liberating Elheim. Elven Augurs. As an Elven Augur, Rosalinda bears excellent offensive capabilities and can inflict both physical and magic damage in a single attack. Fairies. Summoned fairies will be dismissed when using Elemental Roar. Up to 5 fairies can be summoned at once, and skill potency will increase based on the number of fairies dismissed. Honestly, I have no idea how to do this. It tells you, but for whatever reason, I don't know how to do it. But, regardless, I'm not gonna put... No. I am going to put Rosalinda in this unit. They're gonna need someone that can do both physical and magical damage, and even buff people who can do it, which I believe she's capable of doing. Let me just go to her now. Let's see. Unit. She's in the last... She already comes with a couple of bits. She's got Rage of the Fairies, which she'll get at level 25. At level 20, she gets Sylphic Wind, which does increase potency against flying targets, and grants the user +1 summon fairy. At the start of battle, this passive skill will, at level 25, will start kicking in. Let's see. And these are her stats. Despite the fact that she's supposed to be a physical and magical attacker, she's got a B in both, with an S in magical defense. She's offensive on both growth type 1 and 2. And her loadout is not looking too great. So I'm going to give her the Lapis Pendant and the Carnelian Pendant and the Quenching Amulet. Because there will come a time where that Quenching Amulet is going to come in handy. Now let's go to the library, because I believe... Yes, you can actually see the classes. And there's a couple. And even some units that we have not seen just yet. But we have fighters, And the fighters upgrade to Vanguard. And then we have soldiers. And Chloe is one of the soldiers. And this is their upgrade, their promotion. We have the House Carls. Their upgrade. There's about 3 that we can see. I believe one of them is for the common unit. This is a new class that we have yet to see. In fact, there's 3 different versions of it. And you'll understand once we get there. And we got a few characters. Now, if I remember correctly... Oh, yep, there's the witch. There's class, Yana. This is their upgrade. The shaman. This is a class we have yet to see. This is a class we have yet to see, as well as this one. As well as these, this class. And then we have specific ones. In fact, there's a couple of Feather Sword. One is one that's obviously a mercenary. And then there's this one. I'm going to assume this is when we get to the more religious region, which is up here. When we get here, I assume that's when we'll get her. And it's definitely a her. But there's a couple of other units. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Carvings. What's the level limit? The requirement here. The Elven Archers. The resistance is on level 15. We will not actually be doing this for quite some time, but I did want to go through here to be able to recruit Rosalinda. Now, I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to get Virginia, but I will not be going through Drakenhold just yet because there is a unit. The Battle for Mir. Level 9. We're going up against our first Wyvern Rider class. Rebels here? As if the state of Drakenhold wasn't trouble enough. No matter. We'll just have to show them what we do to those who defy us. Now, you might think, okay, well, what if we just took Rolf's unit? That'll actually work. But there's a bit more to it than that. So I'm going to have Miriam out here as well. Yeah, they're level 10. They're just one level above. It's not a big deal. But I also want Ak out here because, well, trust me. Flyers, like Wyvern Knights, are weak to both magic and archery. Hence why they're taking so much damage from a mixture of Rolf and Ak. Alright,
僕に挑むなんていい。
51 to 12. Yes. Please. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste time on that one. There you go. See? Granted, he got 1 in magic defense, but that's still not great. It still sucks. Rolf at level 8. Crit rate, that's not bad. Initiative, not bad. Evasion, eh. No physical attack and a 1 point in HP, which you're always going to get. Yeah, no. No need to. Now, I used Ox unit to beat this unit because I wanted Scarlet to level up. Assaulting Blow. There we go. Go right on ahead, buddy. There. And now I'm gonna send Miriam over here to try and prevent this Wyvern Knight from getting reinforcements. Granted, that meant losing Miriam herself, but it was better than nothing. Plus, I can always just do this. Also, off screen, I bought some items from our newest place. Our newest town. And also, I plan on using these treatises to get Scarlet leveled up. A lot. There. And to have skill, let's do that. Because could really use some accuracy. 38. No one should be dying from that. Or someone will. Never mind. Someone made a liar out of me. And that should be that battle. And because we beat this, well, you'll see what happens. It's not just gaining access to Drakenhold. Or rather Drakengard. Because the nation is Drakengard. Their capital is Drakenhold. There she is! Virginia. One of my favorite characters. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna have her do some bond stuff with Elaine, just to show family stuff. But oddly enough, you can marry the two. Despite the fact that they're family, technically. In hiding. As a refugee. Also, Leah. Currently amassing troops at Bomrat in hopes of recapturing his castle. Oh, we will be. Such a request must surely meet the approval of your commander. Might we solicit an audience? There he is. Virginia is actually older than Elaine, despite her stature being a little bit shorter, but that's also typical of most female bodies. We already know this.
最後に会った時
I believe I was 7 when last we met, and weaned for years by then.
しかし今までよく頑張ったな。
But I love Virginia as a
私も
unit.
解放軍に参加する。大いに頼るがいい。
And she is, yes, being recruited.
お待ちください。バージニア様はまだギルベルト様の保護下にあります。勝手にお決めになられては。保護などもう必要ない。
No, I don't think she needed his protection for quite some time.
だがギルベルトには世話になった。恩は返そう。
I don't blame you for not wanting to let this debt go unpaid.
アレイン、聞いての通りだ。ギルベルトの援軍要請に応えてやれ。これで文句なかろう。不満なら引き続き私についてきてもいいぞ。
We're not just getting Virginia, we're also going to be getting Leah. And Leah by herself is actually pretty good too.
すごいわがままな姫だな。大丈夫か？
生前の女王陛下がご自身の幼き頃に似ているとおっしゃっていました。
Well, it wasn't just an appearance, because yes, if you hadn't noticed, Virginia does kind of look like Queen Elenia herself before I'm going to assume she died. I want to firmly believe that she doesn't die and that she's somewhere, but something tells me that she is in fact gone. It's not just in physical appearance, it's also in it would also be in personality. By looking at Virginia, you could probably guess what Elenia was like in her youth.
私にはよくわかります。
ああ、幼い俺にとっても頼もしい姉のようだった。
And this was how close that Elaine and Virginia actually were when they were kids. Elaine always viewed her as a sister over a cousin.
ともかくリア殿、要請には応じよう。コルニアの姫を庇護してくれたことを改めて感謝する。
こちらこそコルニアの援軍九死に一生を得る思いです。ドラケンガルド再興のためこの命を賭して戦いましょう。
Virginia joined the Liberation Army, and Leah joined the Liberation Army. So in this episode alone, we've gained 3 people. Which is actually pretty nice. Mir checkpoint is Zenora is no longer your highness. We should be free to pass through whenever we please. We get more honors, we get a lapis lazuli, and we get war funds. Kingdom of Dragons. We've got the standard military treatise, and more honors and war funds. And another 20 renown. Virginia is a crusader. As a crusader, Virginia makes up for her low initiative with outstanding attack and defense. Leah is a sword fighter. Sword fighters are swift to act and capable of unleashing true strike attacks, allowing them to easily cut down thieves and other scout units. And I meant it when I said these characters are pretty good. Let's take a look at Virginia first off. See your stats. Not too unassuming. She's got a high guard rate, but she's got an A in physical attack and a B in physical defense and HP. Those are going to be the only B's that you see, A's and B's that you see out of her. But technically, you can change her to offensive, which, since we've had this idealist hand mirror for some time, I could use. And I probably should. But these two start off at a fairly decent level for what you're at, or supposed to be at. And there she is. I'm going to level up Scarlet again with that treatise. And as for this idealist hand mirror, I'm actually going to use it. I could use it on Bruno, and he desperately needs it. But I think after a while, I'm probably going to get rid of him anyway. Bench him. I'm going to change Virginia to be more offensive and defensive, because she's going to need that. I mean, she's going to be losing out on 3 HP, but I'm perfectly fine with that. We still have 4 divine shards, and I should use them. And I do need to do some exploring more, because I know there's more of these that I can buy. There we go. Feel free to return. There we go. Thank you, Elaine. That seems to be all the divine shards I needed. And here, these are for you. We get a carnelian pendant, a lapis pendant, and 1,000 war funds. And, outside of the 40 renown, with my task complete, these wings now soar for the liberation alone. Be sure to use them well. We get Oculus. Feather swords can buff themselves and bear a good balance of attack and defense. So, in this one episode alone, we've gotten 4 recruits. So, after we recruit Oculus, this Heaven's Wing Knight, or Heaven's Wing, replaces her for buying things with the divine shards. Honestly speaking, down here would be the most useful, but you won't be getting this for quite some time. And the carnelian pendant would technically be more useful than just about anything else here, aside from the holy brooch. You don't need the dynamic glide, which is an evade for flyers, or the aerial wing, which grants 20% attack if the user is at 100% HP. It's nice, but it's not necessary. The quick impetus basically takes all passive points and converts it into active. Hang on. Is there anyone here? Oh yeah, there is. There's this guy. Now, I should head up this way. Or I can start on a new unit with some of the people that we actually have. Now, in our front line, I'm going to have Virginia. In the back, I'm going to have Leah, as well as Oculus. Why Oculus in the back? Well, these are her stats. Pretty middle of the road, physical attack and defense, middle of the road, HP. Her magic defense and her accuracy, as well as her guard rate, are both Bs. Her magic attack is going to be abysmal. Her evasion is going to be at the highest. She could be an evasion tank. Oh. Yeah, these are the official artworks for their appearances, which, not gonna lie, making it really tempting to do Oculus. And you know what? I might as well. I was gonna... There's another character I actually was going to officially make the wife in this playthrough, but I'm gonna change my mind and do Oculus. Now, Elaine, and I would like to do Rosalinda, and I need to not be tempted. And we have free meal tickets, 4 of them. Honey apple tart tatin.
ごちそうさまでした。
And we already get a rapport for them. That's actually really good. But also, I'm gonna do Elaine. Again, I'm gonna have Oculus, but I'm also gonna have Virginia. With the bacon and soft-boiled egg galettes.
いい匂いだな。やはりこれだな。
これも美味しいぞ。
舞い上がるほどうまかったぞ。
There we go. And that'll be that. Now, we have a new rapport conversation with Oculus. Now, if I can look at the rapport... On the screen, you can view which character pairs have available rapport conversations. These conversations will become available once a pair of characters reaches a certain rapport level. Some rapport conversations provide a reward once viewed, thus symbolizing the bond between your characters. Elaine could already do this with Clive, and with Travis. Working on it with Yana. And we already have one for Scarlet. But I'm looking for Oakless, which is Satama Town. I need to remember where Satama Town is. I want to say it's up this way. Which... Go right on ahead, buddy. There. Get out of here. Level 10, Soldiers and Knights. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I've got plenty of time. Ah, who's this? Laurent. Again, these Zenoiran worms gnaw at the fabric of our lands. No matter. The knight-errant Laurent shall see you exterminated down to the very last. That's not a name I'm familiar with. Who is he? I couldn't say, my prince. Yet, if nothing else, it would appear he wishes to fight at our side. Is it necessary? Not really, but... he comes with a bronze spear and a white rider's shield, with the wild rush and assaulting lance, because he's already level 10. Along with a fight, and also, you'll notice, these are different classes than what you were used to. These are the promoted classes for the Housecarl, the Archer, or the Hunter, and the Cavalry. Now, why is this guy using a bronze spear? I'll never know. But he's got a high mobility. And I'm not here to use him, though. I'm here for Rolf and Ock. Because let's face it, these guys need to level up. And of course he's gonna go with Blaze. Because why not? Oh, that's not great. Oh, that is not good at all. No. I reject that. The Fairy Charm. It's still gonna be a loss, but I would rather lose this battle than to lose an entire unit. And also, I can use Laurent here as a distraction so that I can get someone else onto the field. Nope. Yeah. Get out of here. I'm gonna cancel that. He's technically not needed. 12 and 2. Figures. Alright, Travis is level 10, Sharon is level 9.
なもんだろ
Toxic Throw. Attack a single enemy and inflict poison. It's a 2-hit at 25 potency and inflicts poison.
一歩ずつ前に進みましょう
Why is that important? Well, poison can deal with a lot of things. And I don't have the item. Ah, should have known. Well, it would have been nice. Oh well.
見たか出番かな抑えたぜもうよ
You're gonna go down first.
この位置はまずいかもな
Really?
狙
Get
わ
the.
れてんのか
Don't like
ぶ
that.
っ潰してやら
37 to no damage. Ah, because it cancels out.
寄ってやろうじゃねえか
Take, dishing out 9 and healing for 9.
動けねえかかってきね
35. You will die.
寄ってやろうじゃねえか
12 and 3. She really needs it.
調子上がってきたぜ
Nice. And he gets the assaulting blow skill.
動けねえ出番か
Now, I bought some smoked nut. I need it.
もうよなあ出番か
Also, she needs that heal.
この位置はまずいかもな
You really need to use Blaze this much.
おいおいマジかよ
You know what? Liquid Fortune. That'll be 20 seconds of that. Ain't gonna be much, but it'll be better than nothing.
しかねえあるか 出番か
I'm gonna have to go back through some towns and buy some items.
作戦時間が残り半分だ皆頑張ってくれ
I'm definitely gonna
ま
need
ずい
to.
んじゃねえか
You know what? Holy Herb. I know this is gonna be a loss, but
もうよ
まずい
yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. 28 to 15. I'm taking that. 'Cause that means that Griffin Rider finally dies, and that leaves
動けねえ出番か もうよ
Oh, hang on. Ah, well. Okay, I might as well show. This is what happens when you run out of time. And this is what the main reason for me keeping all these hallowed corn ashes for. When you get a game over, you get the opportunity to reset the timer in full while maintaining the condition of the battle that you had prior. Like so.
出番か行ってくらおいおいマジかよ
Liquid Fortune again, because I want additional XP. Hit for fun. Ah. And a level up for Sharon, which gives her access to Refresh. Remove all debuffs from a row of allies. Actually, rather fantastic. They're all level 10.
ぶっ潰してやら
24 to 43. Okay. Level
褒
11
めても何も出ねえ
for
ぞ
Travis. Not bad. Very nice. Well, this
まずいんじゃねえか
won't finish them. Still counts as a loss,
僕をどう使うの？
but this also means that I'll be able to just bring Ock in.
寄ってやろうじゃねえか
支援するよ。
There we go.
休むしかね
And I no longer need Morden for this battle, and I'm gonna have Ock's unit finish them off, which will help Scarlet. In fact, gonna use the last liquid fortune here.
褒めてもらういい機会
Alright.
だ。
That's a kill. 2 level ups for Scarlet, and a level up for Kitra and Ock.
これで褒めてくれるかい？
Ock doesn't get anything just yet. Scarlet won't get anything, but that is a nice level up. Honestly, that's a fantastic level up for her.
これが僕の力だ。
Just what manner of man is this Laurent? We won't be knowing that for a little bit. Honestly, we probably won't know about him until we start getting our own units promoted, which we won't be able to do until I believe we get to the B class. Yeah, okay, I've still got some time. I could probably do some exploring. For honor, a teapot. We are getting there, though. We're free, blah, blah, blah. All right, now, deliveries. Yes. Lovely. That is 9 honor. And we got a town to boot. I believe the next set isn't until... Our rank up isn't until 2,000 or 2,500. But anyway, I am going to have Selby here.
頑張って守ります。
Now you're probably wondering, Shadow, why are you stationing all these people? Well, you've probably seen it after each and every battle. We actually get the gathering points here every time. No, this is not where I need... I don't like you. Get out of here. Oh, I might as well show this. Because if I remember right... This is the Zenora Sanctuary. But... Well, there's this Divine Shard. But again, but... Oh, I thought it was here. It must be further up. Well, I might as well take this guy out. Get out of here. Well... Okay, so it's not here, but it's definitely near there. Yeah. As soon as I take care of this fort, and possibly whatever other battles here, this section right here. You're going to want to remember this for later because we actually get a healer out of this. For now, though, that's Elzacouver. Alright. I'm going to head back to this city and head north. Because this is the Lisbush garrison, Your Highness. We've long awaited your arrival. As for the land to the north, it lies under Zenoiran control. That includes Fort Longrange, I'm sorry to say. And the garrison north of that seems to be a supply depot of sorts. It's heavily guarded, as you might have imagined. What's more, the enemy commander is a displaced Cornian noble by the name of Melisandre. I hear she's not a warrior to be trifled with, despite her relative youth. Another thing, the road leading to the nearby ruins is under strict Zenoiran surveillance as well. I can only assume there's something there worth defending, though it boggles the mind to picture what. In any case, I've no doubt you'll deliver us a triumphant victory, Your Highness. We await your order. The Blade of House Melee, which is a level 11. And we get a conversation between Chloe and Lex, which is something I've been desperately needing to do. Can I ask you something, Lex? Why do you only sneak food out when I'm on cooking duty? Yeah, Lex, tell us. Please, share with the rest of the class. Isn't it obvious? It's because you're the best chef we've got. And we never have enough for seconds, so this is my one shot at getting a few extra bites in. Well, maybe we would have enough if someone wasn't stealing rations before we even sat at the table. Lex. Brother. Buddy. Oh, I, never thought about it like that. Lex. Think with the brain in your head, not the one in your stomach, and definitely not the one that's lower. I don't think you use the one that's lower, but you never know. Still, I can't blame you for being hungry. You work harder than just about anyone in the army. And while I'm glad you think I'm a good cook... Hold on. Is that blushing I see? I really do mean it, though. I don't know what we'd do without you. You didn't let me finish. What I was going to say is, all the flattery in the world doesn't excuse theft. Listen, I'm sorry, alright? How about this? I'll set the table before dinner from now on, and I'll help you clean up after, too. And in return, you look the other way while I sneak a couple early bites. Fine. But the second you forget to help, the deal's over. Works for me. So good. That's far more than a couple of bites. Sorry. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell early on that they have a thing. That is an... I mean... How long? I don't think I'd be able to... Well, maybe. Maybe, but I'd have to not screw around. We've got sword fighters and witches to deal with, and the enemy level is level 11. The House Melee. And there she is. Oh, I like her. She's also another one of my favorites. But there's also another reason for it. Honestly speaking, I also considered Melisandre because I did do one conversation in my private playthrough. You'll understand why for some she's loved. This is also very stereotypical. And there's the other side. Yep. She can be very serious in battle, but, well, she's also young.
出陣用意の笛を吹け。中隊長を集めて。
Yep.
王子って今いくつだっけ？私面識ないのよね。捕虜にする前に死なれてもなんだし、戦の前にこの目で確認しておきますか。どうせ私に勝てる男なんてそうそういないわ。
Now you say that, but I have a feeling I'm gonna be beating your ass with Virginia. Because I will be using Virginia in this battle. There she is. Is anyone in there? I am Melisandre, Zenoiran general and your opponent in the battle ahead. You're not even a general. I've come to greet your leader, Elaine, before we're forced to face each other in combat. I'm going to announce myself. I do respect this lady. 'Tis I, my lady. What words do you have for me? I'd heard the rumors, but you're even more handsome than I expected. I think you're gonna get just what kind of character she is and why some people love her. She's actually very useful for a sword fighter. I also use her and Leah. I might end up using both of them in a single unit in tandem. Although that may change. Pardon? Oh, nothing. You've no hope of winning this battle, Sir Elaine. We have countless men and even more waiting to join at a moment's notice. Surrender to Zenoira, though, and I may just spare your lives. A bold request, but one I must refuse. We've no intention of laying down our arms, not until rule of these lands is restored to its rightful lord. Ah, such elegance, such noble defiance. If that's what you wish, then so be it. The next we meet will be in the midst of battle. I may end up having both Elaine and Virginia up at the top. So much for convincing him to yield. We barely have any supplies left, and no hope of reinforcements either. All we can do now is strike at them with everything we've got. Surely you don't intend to take the battle yourself, Lady Melisandre. And why wouldn't I? Because, my lady, you are House Melee's sole remaining heir. I beg you, issue your commands from the safety of our encampment. Fine, just see that our men follow the plan. This is more of a long map than a big one. And it's... well... oh... we probably weren't supposed to see these until later, or at least until we were at least level 15. But I'm going by level requirements. This is a ballista. This thing fucking hurts. Do not send flyer units out here unless they can take a hit. Not only that, pay attention to this right here. There's a reason this is part of the battlefield. Now, I'm going to do as I said I was going to. Virginia. Elaine. And for shits and giggles, I'm gonna have Ox unit out for now. Because Ock is going to take over that ballista. Virginia, for her part, do I do that? Nah. See? Virginia can take a hit. Especially now that I changed her shit. Virginia can take a hit and dish it right back. And I love her for it. Look at this. Now, I'm going to have Ock going this way too. 46 and 0. Despite the fact that they have True Strike, they can't really do much. Like, look at their stats. That's pretty low. Whereas Leah here has 4 S's and technically better stats. Oculus, being a flyer, has high evasion and middling offensive and defensive stats, but that's neither here nor there. And then there's just Virginia being the tank of the crew. Ooh. Anyway, I'm gonna have to hurry this along.
覚悟するんだな。わ
There's that.
けはない。
And now
王族の力見せてやろう。
she's gonna take on that Griffin Rider.
私を標的にするとはな。
Gravity. Yep.
負けるわけがない。
If I had a specific item, I'd be able to deal with that better. And looks like I'm gonna have to end things off here. I don't have much longer. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to continue. Next time on Unicorn Overlord, we're gonna continue this battle, and we are going to. Well, we're gonna see what happens when we beat Melisandre. Until then, this is Shadow Zotai signing off, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.